Okay, it's 2:44 a.m. Monday, Memorial Day. Woohoo! So I say I got back from Tennessee. My brother's really dropping the ball here. My mom's in increasingly worsening condition. My aunt called while I was there. I talked to her briefly, and I told her I would be in touch because something has to be done. My mom stopped financing my brother's real estate ventures, and he stopped, providing the help she needed to live an acceptable life. And she can't drive anymore, just stuff like taking her to the store once a week, shit like that. And there aren't buses in Chattanooga. I don't think there's any kind of public transportation. And besides, come on, you should be able to find time to take her to the store once a week. So she was cooped up in an apartment waiting for a house that will never be ready to move into, to live a life that she'll never have. Not exactly a dream retirement. She hasn't accepted that yet. Pretty sure she's psychotic. Not positive. She has some sort of dementia. Her mother died of dementia with Lewy bodies, which is L-E-W-Y bodies, which is a psychotic form of dementia. And there are things my mom says that just, having first-hand experience with psychosis, they're real big tip-offs for me, where other people might say, no, they're big tip-offs. And so one thing I tried is spending an hour with her, just, presupposing she was crazy without telling her. And just to see how she'd react. And of course, I didn't ask her any questions about hallucinations. I just pretended she was crazy and talked a little bit. And I get the feeling she sits in a particular chair for long periods of time every day and thinks that somebody's talking to her from the telephone. That's arrested by that chair, things like that. I don't know for sure. And of course, the appearance of a person disrupts all this because suddenly it has to be hidden, and suddenly the symptoms diminish because being around people quells psychotic symptoms. Now, my aunt, who lives in Colorado, of course knows my mother well enough to know why neither my brother or I are chomping at the bit to take care of her. And the thing is, there's not a good solution here. And she'll move into a rest home in the next 6 months, probably. Whatever she can afford. And a lifetime's worth of work will be sucked up in 2.5 years of fees. And then she'll move into a Social Security nursing home. She's got $500,000 in the bank, and she's going to spend it staying in a slightly nicer place for 2.5 years. That's a metaphor for life for you right there. You save up $500,000 and you get to spend 2.5 years in a nicer retirement home before they send you off to the real shithole. It's ridiculous. What are you going to do about it? My brother did her taxes, which is the money situation. He commented to my dad, so I did her taxes. And this was back in April, so how hard could it be? He said, well, you're earning interest on $500,000. Anyway. Yeah, Christ, fucking lost. So, gonna get back to work. Gonna clean off my computer to a factory petition, and yeah. The only way to be sure is take off and nuke the planet from space, right? It's the only way to be sure. Fucking I. For those of you who aren't familiar with the masterpiece that was the movie Aliens, that was Sigourney Weaver's answer to the alien problem. Well, the only way to be sure is to take off and nuke the, I say we take off and nuke the planet from space. That's the only way to be sure, is what she says. And the Marine says, well, fucking I. One of the milestones in my life was, I can't turn this into a joke. I seriously can't. My addiction just went off. If there is a movie which fucking I have said more than any other, it is indeed Aliens. I still don't know where that came from. All I know is that the best use of fucking A was made by Christopher Walken in a movie with Sean Penn that I forget the title of. Christopher Walken played Sean Penn's estranged father. They're both criminals who's reunited with him. Sean Penn's a petty criminal. Christopher Walken hands Sean Penn a gun, and Sean Penn says, that's a nice gun, and Christopher Walken says, fucking A+, that's a nice gun. A little bit of, I wouldn't say trivia because it's a personal opinion. I'm going to upload this and get started. It's going to be a long night.